Hello viewers, welcome again on board this morning. Still with our course like we promised at number 22, 2021-2022 Kcse Mathematics Paper 1 revision is still on. So to my viewers and the students at large, please let me take this opportunity to thank you again for walking the talk in helping our learners, for sharing knowledge, and also for standing with the program I mean. So thank you very much. Please let's continue to subscribe, let's share, let's like and even comment where necessary. So still at our number 22, the question reads, the position vectors of A and B are -4, 6 and -8, 2 respectively. Point M is midpoint of AB and point N is the midpoint of OA. Find the vector AB, the coordinates of M and N. Roman 2, the magnitude of Mn, and lastly Roman B saying, at part B, the coordinates of a point C is 2A, vector CA is parallel to vector OB. Determine the value of A. So guys, this is our question and it is up to me and you. We pull up our socks and let's see what the question brings. So read, understand, actualize, and put it down on writing. So I will use a sort of a small diagram here. A rough diagram will help us to remember and see what we were not able to see. So we have point of origin to A and also to B. We have been given the position vectors of A, which is -4, 6. Those of B as -8, 2. Then we are told, under still interpretation of the question, M is the midpoint of AB. So there's a point M which is the midpoint, and we shall be able to get its position vector or the coordinates. Then we also have another point, midpoint of OA as N. There it is. We shall also be able to tell the position vector or the so-called coordinates. So find AB. So without wastage of time, vector AB we all know. AB is, we have to come to O, then to B. So in short, it's simply position vectors of B minus those of A. Simply B minus A. So what do we get here? That is -8, 2 minus -4, 6. So what do we have here? So AB shall therefore be -8 minus minus is -8 plus 4. Minus minus is a plus, guys. 2 minus 6. 2 minus 6, of course, we know is a 4. So finally, the vector AB becomes -4 and -4. So that is the vector AB. Going straight to Roman 2 of part A, the coordinates of point M and N. We were told M and N were the midpoints, and we know the formula of getting midpoints. We say x1 plus x2 all over 2, comma, y1 plus y2 also, we get the midpoints. So what was our x1? A midpoint of A, B. So x2, so we are going to add -4 plus -8. So -4 plus -8 all over 2. Then we do the same to the the y coordinates, 6 and 2. So 6 also plus 2 all over 2. So what do we get therefore? This shall become -12 over 2 is -6. Then on the other side, we have 8 over 2 is 4. So the coordinates of point M becomes that, while those of N, so of N also the same formula. And now without wastage of time, and now we are working with O, A, and O we have 0, 0 as the position vector, position coordinates. So we shall be having 0 plus minus 4 all over 2 is minus 2. Then the same to 0 plus 6 over 2 is 3. So those of M and those of N, there they are. So guys, I hope we are together up to that stage. Please always follow your teacher. Use the skills and the concepts and you will be there. Then we are told magnitude of Mn, of Nm. So we call it modulus, we call it magnitude or the size. So still, because I'm having position vectors of every single point with respect to the point of origin, then we still can say it's coordinates or position vectors of M minus those of N. First, we have to get the vector, the column vector. So what do we get here? M position coordinates minus those of N. We have them here. So I'm going to take M, which is negative 6, 4 in column form. You know how we work with vectors, usually in column form. Then those of N are negative 2, 3. So what do we get here as Nm before we get the magnitude? So this shall be minus 6, minus minus is a plus. So minus 6 plus 2 is minus 4. Then 4 minus 1, 4 minus 3 is 1. So the column vector of Nm is minus 4, 1. So how do we get magnitude? How do we get magnitude or the so-called the size? So we know it shall be a square root of x squared plus y squared. That is looking at 2D dimension like the one we have. So what do we have here? Negative 4 squared plus 1 squared, then we square root. So that shall be square root of 17, which we shall get as 4.123 units. So the size of that vector, or the length of Mn, will be 4.123 units in 4-figure. Guys, up to that stage, I hope you're together. I will just take a pause and ask you to subscribe, please, to share with friends, ask them to share. Then we all combine our efforts to see that the learning of mathematics, the perspective of maths is changed in our learners. Please, guys, this subject is very crucial when it comes to courses in the university or at the college level. So it plays a very major role. That's what I tell my learners, and therefore we have to assist them to actualize that. So coming back to our Roman B, we are told the coordinates of another point C is 2a. Vector CA is parallel to vector OB. Find the value of A. So to my students, we have to remember, when do we say that two vectors are parallel? We all know the concept that if I say vector A is parallel to vector B, then they can be joined by what we call a scalar, or one can be a scalar vector of the other. So therefore it means A can be written as KB. A can be written as KB. What do I mean? A is equal to K times the vector B. Or we can still put it on this side and say Ka should also be equal to B. So any of these two, when satisfied, then we conclude that those vectors are usually parallel. So what does it mean? We are told CA is therefore parallel to vector OB. So we can say CA is equal to K of OB, where K is the scalar quantity. So what is CA? CA also is simply A minus C, which should be equal to K of OB. So C, we have coordinates of A. Coordinates, position vector is minus 4, 6, minus those of C. C, we have been given 2A here. Then which is equivalent to K. We don't know, we are looking for K of OB. OB is simply position vectors of B, because after all, even if we take B minus O, there will be no difference because O is point of origin 0, 0. So we shall remain with negative 8, 2. So forming the equation this side, simplifying, minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6. That is, then 6 minus A is just 6 minus A because we don't know the value of A, which is equivalent to minus 8K. I'm breaking the bracket, each number by K. So I hope you are together up to there, guys. Follow your teacher and you shall never be lost. So the upper equations for themselves, the lower equations for themselves. So minus 6 becomes equivalent to minus 8K. Dividing by minus 8, dividing by minus 8. So K becomes 3 over 4, 2 common factor. Dividing 6, 3, dividing 8, 4. So the same thing. Now for us to get A, let's see, K should still be the same. So 6 minus A is equal to K 3 over 4 times 2. I've substituted for K here. So this side we shall remain with a 3 over 2, or I cross multiply. So I will have 12 minus 2A. I've cross multiplied by 2 both sides. So we'll have 12 minus 2A. So finally, 2A to go the other side as 3 comes. So 12 minus 3 is equal to 2A. This shall give me and 9 is equal to 2A. Dividing by 2, A becomes 4.5. So guys, there we are. Like I said, nothing is too difficult. If you believe in yourself and be a champion in mathematics, then there you go. Just interpret the question, understand. These are just normal vectors. Let me assure my learners, like I said in another video, you cannot miss equations or questions of vectors in the exam. 10 good marks, you cannot let go, guys. Let's pull up our socks and do practice. Like I say, mathematics is like a gym. Go into the gym to modify your own body, strengthen the muscles, and be strong. So guys, let me remind you again, let's subscribe, let's share, and let's stand with the program. For those who want to speak to the master, the beacon master, my number is still 0720968517. You can WhatsApp me, you can call me directly, or you can send an email where possible. My email is okuogpeter@gmail.com. okuogpeter@gmail.com. So thank you guys, and thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting the program, and may God bless you. Bye bye.